Hey guys, thanks for checking out my follow-up video, 6 reasons why it sucks to be an Uber driver, extras. This is footage that I had cut from the original video. I thought it was getting a little bit too long, and also it was going past the 6 reasons. I got a subscriber, however, who requested that I do more ranting videos, so then I decided to take this footage and make it into its own video that I'm sharing with you now. I hope that you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. The discouragement of tips would be another one. Sure, now Uber recently fixed that, of course, by adding the tipping option, but anybody who's been using Uber for the longest time probably isn't going to all of a sudden, oh great, now I can tip, because they already have the mentality of not tipping. Thanks, Uber. You put that into their head, so they're like used to it now. It's like, oh, I don't have to tip, so it doesn't matter that that feature's there. I don't think many people will actually start doing it because they're used to not, which is retarded. You should tip your driver, you know, especially since, like I said, we really don't make that much money. We really don't. The pay is bad. It's a service, and we have our own costs. Tip your driver. You should always tip your driver, you know, like when you would take a taxi back in the day, once in a while when you would take a taxi, you would tip the driver. You know, it's just courtesy. You know, you go to a restaurant, you have service from the waiter, the waitress, you tip the waitress. Yeah, they're already getting paid, of course. Yeah, they're getting paid a minimum wage, they're getting paid something, but that's not that much money. So yeah, you tip them regardless, you know, a certain amount for their service. Same thing here for drivers. You tip for a certain amount of service. You tip a certain amount for the service. It's a convenience, you know, not having to drive yourself, you know, just like it's not having to cook for yourself, or not having to grab the food for yourself, but having it brought to you. You're being taken somewhere. Tip your driver, you know. We get paid crap. Tip your driver, please. They deserve it. They need it. We can't live without a tip. We need to be tipped just like, you know, other people, just like bellhops, busboys, porters on a train. You know, all these people need to get tipped. We also need to be tipped. So please tip us. If you can't afford to tip, then you can't afford the service. Just like if you can't afford to tip your waiter when you go out, then you can't afford to eat out. You eat out because you can afford to do that and tip. You have to be able to afford the whole thing, not just the food, but also the tip to the waiter. You have to have enough for everything, not just the food, not just the product. If you're going to go out, you need to have enough for everything. If you're not going to tip, then don't go out. And if it's because you say you can't afford to tip, then you can't afford to eat out. Don't eat out. Stay at home and cook. But if you're going to eat out, tip. Same thing here. If you're going to get a Uber ride or a Lyft ride, you have to tip. And don't say, oh, I can't afford the tip on top of the service. No, you can. You can afford to throw another couple bucks onto it. Yes, you can. If you can afford the ride, you can afford to tip. It's a courtesy service. Otherwise, get your own car. Pay your own monthly payment and your own insurance. Don't use a service. People want to go through drive-thrus. That's another pain. Same thing, because we don't get paid to wait. We're not going to get paid while we're sitting in that drive-thru. We do not get paid for it. We get paid on distance. We get paid when we're moving. So if we're sitting there, no, it just doesn't make sense unless you want to tip us, you know, 20 bucks, 10 bucks, 20 bucks, at least something like that. Then maybe it makes sense to sit in there. Otherwise, we're just burning our own gas for no reason when we could be giving somebody else a ride and getting paid for moving and doing that distance. Because that's how we make our money, is on distance. We get paid to move, not to sit and wait. Despite what, you know, maybe you do or do not think. I think maybe some people, maybe a lot of people are still unaware that we don't get paid like a taxi. I think some people maybe think that we do. Oh, there's a thing running. No. Or like, oh, can you wait right here? I'm going to go grab something from my house, and then I'll come right back out. And they take like 10 minutes. It's okay, just keep it running. No, keep what running? There's nothing to keep running. It's not a meter. It's not a taxi. No. Hurry your butt up.